Hello, welcome back to the Reading Mama. My name is Heather, and today I thought I'd share my May TBR, or pile of possibilities, really, because honestly, I'm not sure I'll get through it all. But I'm going to start with some of my reading challenges that I've chosen to do for the year. First up is Read Your Bookshelf Challenge by Chantel Reads All Day, and the prompt for May is favorite. I am working through Narnia series, so hopefully I will finish this up in May and then go on to Magician's Nephew. They're short, easy reads, but it's just making the time to do it, because sometimes a familiar book isn't always the one that you want to pick up. You want something new. And so hopefully I will get through that. If you don't know the story of Narnia, 4 children are taken, or not taken, but stumble into another world. And excitement ensues, let's put it that way. They save the area in this one from a white witch. There's a white witch in charge, and they're trying to save them from it. The next one goes back in time. It's a prequel. Some people say, like my series that I bought has it, the Magician's Nephew, listed as #1, and it kind of tells you some background story of the land of Narnia. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you more. If you don't know already, then read the books. And the other challenge I am working on from Chantel is the Year of Maud, and I am woefully behind, and so I am still working on April's, which is Anna Wendy Poplars. I haven't even started this yet, so I'm gonna do that, and then hopefully I will get to Anne's House of Dreams, which is the May book, but I may just be behind all year long. So I've enjoyed the other books. In this particular one, Anne has left college. Spoiler alert, her and Gilbert have promised to be with each other, and in this one, both her and Gilbert, before they can get married, have things they need to do. He's working towards a medical degree, so she goes off and works in a school, and so there are some hijinks that come alongside, and I just love Anne. I love her books because it just feels like a love story that's not a romance story. Like, she loves the people she's around, whether it's a man or whether it's the children she teaches or the women in her adopted family. Nature, she just loves things, and she loves them wholeheartedly, and I really appreciate how Lucy Maud Montgomery uses Anne to depict those things. And then I'm working on my 5x5 challenge, which is from School Age Sisters, where I have 5 different categories, and in each category I have 5 books. And so this month I'm going to work on my biography category and Unbroken by Laura Hillenbrand, and I've already started this, and it's so well written. I love her writing. The first part is hilarious. I'm getting into the serious part, but it's just so well written. I just want to keep reading it. It's amazing. And having seen the movie, I know the story is about Louis Zamperini, who was a Olympic athlete. He had a rough childhood, and then he joins the Air Force in World War II, and his plane crashes in the Pacific. They're at sea for a long period of time, and then rescued by the Japanese, and he becomes a prisoner of war. And he just has an amazing testimony and story, so I'm excited to read that. Also, in my 5x5, I don't have the book, but I'll try to pop the picture up here, I'm trying to read some classics that I've never read before, and that includes Lord of the Flies. So I'm going to try reading that. I love kind of dystopian. I don't know if it falls in that category. All I know is it's a whole bunch of boys who are shipwrecked on an island, and their life ensues, and there's trouble. That's all I know. So that'll be a new one for me. Then I'm working on my 40x40, which is 40 books I want to read before I turn 40, and I am very far behind on that one too. I keep reading other things that are not on my challenges, so that's the problem here. But I think I've read 5 out of my 35, or out of my 40, leaving me 35. So I'm going to try to tackle 2 this month. I don't know if that'll happen, but we'll see. But I'm going to read To Kill a Mockingbird. I've started it. Didn't love it. I think books that get a lot of hype are just like an automatic turnoff for me, and I just don't want to read them. And so this is one of those, and so I'm hoping it gets better. The first chapter did not win me over. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to read To Kill a Mockingbird, and all I know about this is that it takes place, I think, in like the 50s, 60s, and honestly, I don't know anything other than it has a person named Boo Radley in it. I really don't know anything about the story, so that'll be exciting. I also would like to read the last volume of Charlotte Mason, We're Charlotte Mason Home Educators. I am at least. And as you can see, I've read portions of it, like here and there, disjointed, but I would like to read this whole volume. It's the last one in her series. It's the last one I haven't read. And so I'm hoping to read that this year, and excited for that. So that's on my 40 by 40. And then I have some books that I'm pre-reading for our school. One is a classic, Treasure Seekers by Edith Nesbit. And this is a Living Book Press. This is a printing that's by a homeschool family, so I like to support them when I can, and they do a really good job with their prints. But this is, I'm just going to read it. The Bastable House is too small for all 6 children: Dora, Oswald, Dickie, Alice, Noel, and Horace, whose widowed father works hard to raise them by himself. Money is scarce, new clothes are rare, and most of their possessions have been handed down from others. And their father's business partner steals their money, resulting in them being pulled from school. The children decide to help their father reclaim his fortune. And so I'm excited to read that. We're a big family, so I'm sure that this will be very funny and hilarious. I know Edith Nesbit is like a lot of people's favorite. I've never read her books before, so I'm excited to start with this one. Another pre-read for me is actually a reread, pre-read, if you call it that. You can see my maiden name on there. This is from high school. It was Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. But I have a high schooler, and for whatever reason, this book has always stuck with me. And so I just kind of figured I should have her read it, but we'll find out. I'm going to pre-read it. It takes place in Africa, which is a setting that you don't see in a lot of classic literature. So I'm hoping that this will be eye-opening for my daughter and give her a little bit. I don't think she's going to love it. I don't think this is her kind of style of loving, but I can see where I've like annotated it and things and wrote things down back in high school. And I just remember really enjoying this story, thinking it was very interesting. It's a short read, so hopefully I can get that one done. And then I have more pre-reads, but I'm not going to put them on my TBR officially. I'm hoping to get those done. Then I have some books that I need to finish this month, hopefully, for the family's sake. 21 Balloons, Westing Game, like I said, Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, Green Glass Sea, and White Sands, Red Menace. And I talked about those in my previous video. And so some of them I'm close to finishing, some of them I barely finished. And so I'm hoping to finish those. And then for fun reads, like my reward, I guess, I'm hoping to read The Hunger Games again. I did read Sunrise on the Reaping. I talk about, books that are hyped up. I like to read them before I hear what's going on in them. And since I've always loved this series, I figured, okay, I'm going to love this. And it did not disappoint, but now I have to reread the whole series and read it all again. But I did get these beautiful copies. I think I have bought Hunger Games like 4 times, always used, and then I'm like, no, that's a kid's book, I don't need it, and I get rid of it, and then I end up buying it again. So I bought these pretty copies for the whole series, hoping that I can read through it. And then from the library, I have Anne Blankman's Prisoner of Night and Fog, and it just sounded super interesting. I really liked her young adult middle grade novel, The Blackbird Girls, was really good about Chernobyl. And so I don't really know what it's about. I know Night and Fog was the code, German code for prisoners who they were trying to make disappear, who were spies that they had caught. So I'm assuming it goes along with that. It just says she always follows 3 rules. Number 1, obey. 2, smile when Hitler comes closer. And 3, and never question him. So it sounds really interesting, right up my alley. Historical fiction, World War II. So hopefully I'll have time to get to that because it's a library book, so that's gonna have to go back. But that's my TBR, and I will try to pop up pictures for the ones I don't have. If you have a question, let me know. If you have a suggestion of a book that I should be reading, let me know. Or if any of these books you're like, don't waste your time, please let me know. That would be encouraging, actually, to know it's okay to DNF. It's something new I'm embracing this year. So thank you again for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, drop an emoji of how you're feeling today so I know that you were here watching. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day.